What's up, guys? Good morning from Jonathan, aka JamNX. Thanks for checking out the channel. Hit the subscribe button like you guys been doing and being so faithful. I just want to say thank you so much for all my different subscribers and people who have been checking out my channels and asking me questions about stuff. It means a lot. You keep me accountable to stay on point with all my videos and everything, and for that means a tremendous blessing to me. This morning, I'm not gonna lie, man. This morning it was a little tricky. Here it is, a beautiful Thursday morning. I'm over here trying to come up with some fresh ideas and stuff like that. And it was funny. I was getting up to a point where I just got kind of like, I don't know what to talk about. I was kind of thinking like I need to stay consistent about doing something each day, and that's each day I've been thinking about like new videos and stuff I want to talk about or things I want to document about, like stuff that's going on. Because right now in my life, things have been kind of getting a little slow. Had you saw me like 2 months ago, or at least within my last 3 months, I was constantly traveling. That would have been a whole nother story. But now it's been kind of like taking things a little bit slower right now, so I haven't been traveling as much and anything. But that's going to change though. I'm actually be getting ready to head up to New York pretty soon to go visit my near and dear brother. So I cannot wait to go do that. I haven't been up to New York in a long time, like since the towers were up. So it's been a long time since I've been up there. So I'm truly excited to get the chance to go spend New Year's up there. I might not be going to Times Square. Everyone's been asking me, "Are you going to go to Times Square?" Like I don't know. I don't think so. So if we do, cool. I mean, I'll have stories to talk about. So either way, I'm excited. But this morning, man, I was doing my standard morning ritual. One of them involves looking at one of my YouTube videos from Fearless Motivation. If you haven't checked it out, I'll put a little link or a plug-in so you get a chance to go check those guys out. That's one of my steps that I have in my morning motivations. I do some reading, do some devotional time, and then I go through one of my tapes through Fearless Motivation, and I'll listen to like some entrepreneurial talks, either from Valuetainment from Patrick Bet-David, or I bounce around from different podcasts. So I switch things up. So it all depends on what my mood may be. I might actually take a time and actually write down a listing of what my actual morning motivation. That could be another video for later. But I was looking at this one video that was up here. I pulled it on my Xbox, and I wanted to get a chance to look on my YouTube channel up here. It's talking about struggles make you stronger. And I love the video that it was talking about because the points it was bringing up was just solid. We're talking about like when you go through your ups and downs and the struggles in your life, you're sometimes thinking that like, man, all this stuff is happening against me, is holding me back, but you never realize maybe sometimes the struggles that you're going on in your life are actually there to propel you, to help you grow, or better, give you the tools to make you a better benefit. I took this time to write this quote down here. I want to read this here. It says, "Your struggles will be the gift that the world falls in love with. Nobody wants to hear the story of a man who was given everything. People want to hear the stories of men and women that endured pain and they turned their struggles into gifts." Like that was that little section right there they were talking about. That just got me excited. I'm like, yes, it's so true. It's so true. You know, sometimes I feel like we have this misperception thinking that everything in our life is supposed to go like perfect. It doesn't go that way. I mean, I'm not going to take the time to talk about my personal story, but man, I could tell you story beyond story about like just my life alone, how it's been a consistent struggle, whether it's been either things in financial, whether it's been in, I hear creating videos or stepping out of my comfort zone to move into something I'm not good at, to getting, you know, to only focusing on things that I'm tremendously great at. Yeah, I got stress ball, sorry. But like if I want to stay focused on things over here versus if I want to, you know, work on other stuff on one section over here. If I'm not comfortable about things, you know, me stepping out of my comfort zone is something I daily have to work on. You know, for people who know me, they're like, wow, you're pretty extroverted. You get a chance to talk. You can walk into a room and talk to people. And I'm very confident. Like I can walk into a room, not know anybody. And by the time that night's over, everyone's going to know my name. That's just how I am. That's the characteristic I come in there. I'm the life of the party. That's a confidence factor that I know about myself. But it's funny though, even though I'm extremely extroverted, I do have the side of me that's very introverted, meaning I have my moments where if I don't feel like talking to anybody, I'm just I'm just kind of, I close off. So I make that a daily challenge every day, every time I get around people and new environments, so that if I don't really feel comfortable opening up to people, I force myself like, hey, let's talk to people, let's make connections, let's start networking with people. Some of these people that you may know might connect you with someone that you may need to know better down the road, or someone can help you out there down the road. Be a blessing to them, and so you can be a blessing for others. So, you know, it's something I have to daily work on. So that's a struggle right there that most people don't know about. I have a daily struggle when it comes to being around people sometimes, because I feel like sometimes in our day and age we get so closed off and we don't want to let people in. And so I have to constantly focus on like, okay, I got to open up. I got to be inviting. I got to be exciting so people can get a chance to know me, because I do have a story to tell. I do got things to bring to the table. So I want people to know who I am and what I can bring. I started thinking about like some of the things that we can probably struggle with would be like distractions alone is a huge critical factor. I started thinking about like for instance, I was using my Xbox as an example because I'm a huge video game junkie. I mentioned that in one of my other videos about staying focused on goals and stuff. And so I brought my Xbox back out because I put it away for about a solid month or so because I wanted to test something. I'm the kind of person that I love growing so much that I will test things in my life to see like, okay, I see why I wasn't successful in this because this result happened. So that's how I am. I test stuff. I do the same thing when it comes to me talking to people. I'm like, okay, let me see what the purpose of me finding this out. Let me test this relationship. Let me test this friendship. I hate to do it, but that's kind of how I am because I like seeing myself grow. I like learning the reasons as to why I'm doing something because it helps me understand myself better so I can be the better version of myself for later. But I was thinking about one of my Xbox. I was so determined. I wanted to play this brand new game that just came out like the ending of last month. And I was like, I gotta play it. Of course, it's Final Fantasy. I beat the game, and then I was just chilling. But I thought it was so funny. I noticed that the moment I started playing my Xbox just for a little bit, my videos, if you noticed it, started kind of coming in a little staggering points. Like I was staying consistent each day to put a new video. Then I think it's like every other 2 days. Then I was like, okay, all right, I gotta start coming on this. Like, okay, I'm slowing down. Like this isn't good. And what's so funny was when it took me a second to kind of figure out like what I'm going to talk about for today's video. Like, you know, I'm trying to stay on my reading, stay on the point because I'm constantly trying to pour information in so I can pour information out. And I thought it was so funny because the moment I like started messing around with this thing and I started playing around with that, I started noticing, I was like, wow, my creativity is changing because my mind was getting tunnel vision on something else that I wasn't staying focused on my goal. And I was like, wow. And for me, that was a revelation for me, realizing, okay, now I know this is a struggling point for me, and I know the reason as to why it is. Oh, sorry, why it is a struggling point. So now I want to make sure that, like, okay, now I know it. Now I have to cater that or exit it out completely. So I thought it was interesting when I got a chance to really understand, like, wow, that would really affect my creativity a lot because, like I'm saying, I could post out videos and talk about stuff like crazy, like it's nothing. But the moment something else distracts me or something else is taking my attention away, it's hard to stay focused on creativity. Sorry, I had to get that burp out. It's the same way sometimes when back when I was working in corporate America. It was the same way when I was so tunnel visional, like I want to read the book right now, but I can't read a book of where I was working at. So I'm like, well, okay, that's why I fell in love with Audible. And I started noticing I started listening to Audible the whole entire time with my Bluetooth headset, and I'm listening to Audible while sometimes I'm talking to customers and helping them out, and I just be back there. And I remember times there were either my managers or like some of my coworkers coming. I was like, "You all right, John?" Because they saw my face. I was pissed off, but I wasn't mad. It's just my thinking face is like that's my thinking face. Like I'm trying to contemplate what I'm getting my thoughts together. I'm literally trying to imagine the words as I'm listening to them. I'm like, oh no, I'm not angry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking really hard. So I just thought it was really funny because people come to me all the time. It's like, hey, you okay? What's going on? Like, no, I'm just, my mind is somewhere else right now. I hate to say it, but my mind was kind of somewhere else. And so I noticed that when you have to look at like different training factors when you're trying to stay focused on goals, that's a struggle, man. You got to keep yourself productive. You got to keep yourself up there. But my biggest thing is clear your mind of distractions. Take the time to evaluate what are those distractions in your life right now that could be holding you back from your creativity to think about new things. I talk about this with like a lot of my buddies nowadays, especially like a lot of my friends who do internet marketing now. And I was like, you know what? It's amazing. The stuff that we know how to do now, it's honestly no excuse for anyone to not make money, and especially in this generation. I mean, good gosh, I was telling you about my Xbox. There's people up here playing video games making money up here. Kids younger than me. Before I started like getting my first little like job back when I was like 13 years old cutting grass, or like 12 or 13 years old cutting grass in the neighborhood. There's kids younger than that playing Call of Duty, making money. I'm like, dude, there's no excuse in this generation to not have any income up there. So like it comes down to like, what's your creativity? What do you think you're good at? Maybe you need to take time to evaluate yourself, learn some things about yourself. So that's what just really kind of got me, is really getting down to the creativity of your mind. But it's a struggle. It is a battle. You know, when I was looking at my video today, it was hitting me with a quote that was saying up here, like, the struggles that we face in our life, I'm thankful for because it's made me the person who I am today. Like, I'm thankful that I'm now becoming a talkative person because, yes, surprisingly, I used to not be a talkative person a long time ago. I used to ask a lot of questions, but I used to not have to bring a lot of information now. So I'm thankful for like past relationships that helped me get to that point. I'm thankful for people that have come into my life and in and out of my life that have helped me grow in a whole new area. So, take the time to be thankful for all the different things you go through in your life, because you might look at it as like, gosh, oh, woe is me. I'm broke. I lost my job. I don't have any money in the bank, or my car is having problems, or my kids are sick. They're pissing me off. Whatever issues are going on. But look at those as a tool, man. It could be a blessing that is helping you or preparing you for something else later down the road. Or better yet, to be a light for someone else who needs to hear that struggle because they're going through it while you already went through it. I'm big about as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another. So like sometimes the things that you go through in your life are never really meant for you, but it might be meant for someone else. So take the time, grow and learn the things in your ups and downs and your struggling points, because they're here to shape you and to grow you, not to destroy you. And if it is here to destroy you, if you feel like, gosh, I feel like everything is falling down, good. And for my opinion, I get thankful when I hear people like, dude, everything's going to hell. I'm like, okay. And for me, in like quietly, I'm like, yes. Because I'm excited, because that means like something is tearing down in your life because something great is about to get built up. That's if you allow it to happen. Because sometimes we can get so tunnel vision on like, everything bad is going on in my life. I got to stay tunnel vision on this little area of my life right now, that you forget the main reason why you're in this storm or why you're going through these struggling points. It's understand the foundation that you laid in the structure. Structures will fall down, but the foundation needs to always be solidified. So if your foundation is not solidified, especially like your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, your personality, things that you're trying to stay focused on, if you are not solidified on who you are or what you're trying to do, yeah, the foundation is going to crack. I care less what things I don't care what titles you give yourself. At the end of the day, if your foundation is not solidified, then it doesn't matter what type of structures you build on top of your foundation, it's going to crumble. So this whole stuff that you're going through every single day about like, everything is going to hell, is literally because your foundation is being tested. So let the struggles happen. Keep your eyes focused on what you're trying to strive for. And you know what? Like I said, man, the struggles make you stronger. Things I used to be so bad at in the past, I am now great at, because I've had to learn how to get through those struggles again and again. It's constant testing, reshaping of iron over and over again. But anyway, I just wanted to get a chance to throw it out there because I was really passionate about this topic about struggles. I mean, I could go on all day talking about personal stories here, but I just want to get some thoughts about what you guys thought about that topic area. If you've gone through any particular struggles in your life that have shaped you into the person that you are today, think about it. Grow it, because 9 times out of 10 you probably never realize it, but everything you've been through in your life, if it's there to help you, it's there to help you. And if you use it as a point or a catalyst to be able to change your life, then yeah, you have a great story to tell. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for checking out the video and for your faithful subscriptions. Like, again, click the subscribe button, follow the journey, keep me posted on what you think, and let me know what you guys think about this topic. I like getting topics about personal development. That's a huge passion of mine. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and I will see you all later.